Okay, so I think I want to take a look at this 3.1 through 3.4 practice. Tends to be kind of difficult for people. So anyway, I'll make a video to kind of help out a little bit. And hopefully this works out okay. So remember, all of this is based on a series of rules that we have that products become sums, quotient becomes differences, powers can jump in the front, and sometimes we can choose to change the log basis. And also, by definition, if the log base a of b is c, that means a to some power c is b. And the answer to a logarithm question was, what was that exponent right here? So keep in mind as we go through all of this, we just keep coming right back to that over and over and over again, okay? So keep in mind, in this problem right here, I'm saying 2 raised to what power is 1/16th? Well, of course, 2 raised to the negative 4 power is 1/16th because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16, but it's upside down. It needs to be flipped. Now, for part B, remember you can pull the 1/2 in front because the log of 125, the square root is a 1/2 power. But remember, just like here, 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So the log base 5 of 125 is 3, so that's going to make it 3 halves. Okay? And the natural log of e to the 8 should just be 8. There's really nothing I could do because this is base e, as is that base e, okay? Now, here's where the problems get a little bit more difficult. So we have some options. One option would be to say that I want to take 25 and I want to raise it to some power and get 125. This is my personal best way to do it. 5 squared is 25, and 5 cubed is 125. So that means 2x is 3, because if my bases match, then my exponents must match, and therefore x would be 3 halves. But another way that we could do that is we could use the change of base formula. And clearly, in both cases, it would have been a much better value to use a log base 5. Notice this is a very different style. I put my original question on top. I put my original base on the bottom. And of course, we've kind of already answered these questions because 5 to the third power is 125, and 5 to the second power is the log is 25. Now, again, this becomes like a matter of preference. So I'm going to do one of these one way and one of these the other way. So this way, I'm going to go ahead and choose to use a change of base formula. I'm going to get rid of that power first because I just think that's going to make it a little bit easier. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to go to base 3 because I think that's a pretty simple base for both stories. I put my original question on top. I put my original base on the bottom. And 3 to the third power is 27, and 3 to the second power is 9. And so that's going to leave me with an answer of 3/8. Good to go. And last but not least for this particular video, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to call this x and say that I've got the fifth root of 64 is equal to 16 to the x power. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write these as powers of 4 because 16 is 4 squared and 64 is 4 cubed. But remember, a fifth root is a 1/5 power. So 4 to the third to the 1/5 is really a 3/5 power. And that's equal to 2x, because if the bases are 4, then the powers have to match. A little division, and I got 3/10. And that will end video number 1. Hopefully that helps. Bye-bye.